And we're live. We are back. Welcome back to Not So Degen.
Welcome back, guys.
I'm Elijah Mackey. This is...
I'm Erasmo, Paulin. What's up, guys?
All right, guys. We got some juicy topics as always. But today for the Wag Me segment, and again, it is powered by ASS. The Wag Me segment, we're going to be talking about...
What are we going to be talking about? Diamond hands.
Diamond.
Just kidding, guys.
Diamond hands. Erasmo, do you want to explain what diamond hands are?
Diamond hands. They're the kind of hands that you see right here. No, diamond hands are when you hold and you just don't sell.
You're holding through the thick and thin.
You're holding through thick and thin.
Yeah.
Just like the Ape Shit holder.
And even exactly, and even if they're in maybe a little bit of profits, they're not holding until they make maximum profits.
Yeah.
Those paper hands, they selling.
Yeah. Are you a paper hand?
Oh,
Are you a paper hand?
I'm not a paper hand.
Who's a paper hand?
I'm kind of hurt that you said, "Am I a paper hand?"
Those accusations.
I know. I don't like those. I don't like those accusations. But yeah, no. Diamond hands. You'll see it get thrown around quite a bit. So good knowledge to know. So today, last podcast we talked about some of the bad things about launching an NFT.
The stuff that we learned from it.
Yeah, the stuff that we learned, and some like the harder challenges. I mean,
I
think
feel like it was a little bit.
I think we should talk about the good.
Yeah, I think that'd be good for this one. You got a question for me?
Do I have a question for you? Of course, I have a question. So, what was one particular moment, or not even one, but do you have like a moment where it was just very where you just were having so much fun doing it, launching the project? Is there a specific moment?
I won't give you a specific moment. I'll give you a specific day.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a week after because the last time we were talking about our server got hacked. I think it was like a week after we relaunched a new server. Everybody was coming in from people were coming in from the old server,
mm-hmm.
but it was weird. A lot of new people were starting to join in now. And then it was like the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the day we got a bunch of people. There was like such an influx of
mm-hmm.
people coming in. I don't know. It was just a really good day. It was
I do remember that.
It's kind of like that snowball effect that we talked about that really built up the project. I really felt the momentum
just rolling
in that moment. I remember going and watching those. I don't know. It was just a whole vibe that day where I was like, yes, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was a day that, I don't know, it was just a day that first stuck out. I don't know if it's the most memorable, but it was definitely a day that stuck out for me.
That's
what about you?
a positive day.
Let me ask, give us a specific moment, day or moment, yeah.
There's 2 days that were really fun. We went out and so we recorded ass vlogs, and we would shoot let them know what. I don't think we've explained what ass vlogs we haven't. So they're basically little funny videos. We tried to make them funny videos. They were funny to us. I don't know.
I thought they were funny. I can't
we might just be biased in the whole situation, but I thought they were funny.
People said they liked them.
Yeah, people said they liked them. But so we would shoot videos of us doing random skits of and they were all related to NFTs or our project.
Mm-hmm.
And then we post them in our server, of course, and those were basically the ass vlogs. But for one ass vlog, we went out and we were shooting guns, and then we rode some dirt bikes. It was cool. It was pretty it was a pretty fun time.
I remember that day. I was like, oh man, I do not want to drive all the way out there, because one of the things that going back to the last podcast where I learned, that's one thing I learned. Time is money. I was like, oh man, we're
mm-hmm.
gonna drive all the way out there to record
this
video.
Yeah. I mean, it took all day to shoot that one. It ended up taking not all day, but you go out there, you leave the house in the middle of the day, and you're coming back at night. That's the vast majority of your day.
I think that one took the longest just because we had to drive, but that day was fun. Yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about,
go check it out.
Go check out our Discord for Ape Shit
Society.
Society. That's our only Discord right now, so we're gonna keep rolling with that one. But yeah, go check out those ass vlogs. But what you said 2? What was the other day? Because we shot those.
You know what day?
That was a fun day.
Now this day you might not like it that much, but this day really stuck out to me because I still go back and look at this video.
I'm already laughing because I know what he's gonna say.
The day that you jumped off the roof.
No.
The day you jumped off, dude. That day was really funny. Not a super high roof or anything, but it was very comical.
Why did we even do that?
Well.
What was the purpose of that? A lot of people ask me, and I said I couldn't look them in the eyes and give them a short answer. One of my friends.
Oh, that's pretty funny. It was my idea at first, and I was like, dude, we should like jump off the roof.
Oh, because it was like we're going to Ape Shit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Ape Shit. We're going Ape Shit. Jump off the roof, and then we had a table that we were gonna smash. You know, just something, like a little hype video, something like that.
Oh, I remember now.
I wasn't trying to do it. I was trying to get Mark to do it.
No, here, let me pick up from there. So I remember now. So Elijah was trying to do it, and then he brought up the idea.
Yeah, I brought up
he brought up the idea. I guess he was trying to get one of us to do it. Good idea. I love the idea. I was like, that would be funny. Reminds me of like Jackass, But so I was like, okay, well, let's do it. If y'all want to, y'all do it. So I was like, no, I like the idea, but dude, we were going for hours. Like, I was like, no, that's just not a good idea. Like, what if one of us gets hurt?
Yeah, because none of us had insurance either.
We were jobless. We all got insurance. Yeah. Well, he did for himself.
I did, but for my parents.
But I was like, that's just not a good idea. What if the risk to reward ratio was not there for me.
It was very high.
But finally, I was like, all right, well, if you want to do it, then let's go out there. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, okay. I got a table and I started moving it out there.
And I was like, Mark's going to do it.
Yeah, he was probably like, oh, I didn't think he was actually going to agree.
Yeah, I was like, Mark's going to do it. And then Mark ended up actually going up on the roof. And then he was like, he did a couple practice runs where he was like about to get ready to do it. And then like, nothing happened. Like, and this went on for a while, and then Erasmo just came over, BDE and everything.
See, the reason I came over, just how I was talking about, I was like,
you're like, dude, I'll do it.
I was like, time is money. Yeah. We're wasting so much time trying to record this little video. I was like, I'll just do it. Really
You're like, dude, I'll do it.
I go over there. I was like, oh yeah, I mean it's high. Yeah. Nobody wants to jump off, but it's like it's not that bad.
It didn't look high from the ground, but when you got up on the roof, it actually.
Tell him what you told me right before I jumped off.
I said we should scoot the table back because he was gonna jump off the roof and smash the table. I said we should scoot the table backwards so that he actually hits it, but he was like, no, dude, scoot it forwards, so it was like closer to the house.
And then he was like, right before I jumped, I remember he was like, you sure you don't want me to move? I like looked over and I was like, nah, I think it's good right there. And then I run. I remember I felt my tailbone literally just graze it.
Yeah, dude, that was a very funny day. I still have that video and I still look back
and the rest
on
is
it.
History.
If you guys want the full video, join our Discord. You can see a part of the video. If you guys want the full video, DM King Ape and I'll send it over to you.
No, the whole video. I'll tell you one thing. I've never felt so much physical pain. Then in that moment,
you came in and you were hot.
Bro, it was hot outside, but that's not the reason I was sweating.
Yeah,
I was cold on the inside, sweating on the outside.
Yeah. It was very funny. It was a good.
Yeah, that was a good moment. Let's see what's another ass vlog moment that I had a lot of fun shooting. Oh, one of our the days right before the second mint day, since we had the relaunch, shooting up the video with champagne on the
roof. Yeah, that was fun too.
We went on top of the roof because we were trying to find like a funny location to shoot this video. Like, let's just go on the roof, popping bottles on the rooftops.
Yeah. So and we got the cheapest bottles we could find.
We got the cheapest bottles we could find, and that was a good day because it was like right before minutes. So good vibes for just all around.
What would you say that you like in this whole experience? What would you say? What's something else that you kind of learned how to do better during this whole experience?
So, because there's a lot of things I'm thankful for, like trying this out. Because this was the first. I feel like this project, even though it was just an NFT project, it taught me how to run a business almost. Because at the end of the day, we did have workers because. There were simple tasks that we could do, but our time was better allocated to like other things. The car business kind of taught me of it, and then the NFT project taught me to like actually implement it. Like you know, that sometimes your time is better other places because it was our business. So it's like I have to make sure I'm allocating my time correctly. So I'm glad that I was actually able to learn that. And doing that,
it's very important to learn that skill.
That was just one of many things.
One of many things. What's another thing?
Yeah. Huh?
What's another thing? Can you fire off another thing?
No, let me ask you, and I'll go back.
I was actually gonna say, just managing like people. So I guess it would like be running a business, but you got to be very clear with people, and you can't be.
A specific example, maybe.
A specific example is that you have to be very specific. You can't just say, hey, go move those boxes, and then expect them to know where the box. This is just an example, and you can't expect them to know where to put the boxes. You need to say, hey, go grab those boxes, put them in the corner, slap the label on them, and then do whatever else.
That's one thing though that this taught me too. It taught me so many things, but that if you want something right, you just got to do it yourself at the end
Sometimes,
of the day.
yeah. That's
like
true,
exactly to the way you wanted that. It kind of took me a second to be like, all right, they're not going to do it exactly the way I want. How I have it envisioned.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back into, but it would make me think, but is it my fault that I'm not
explaining it clearly
enough? And then so it taught me to going back, or that plays into like using my words a lot better, and like making sure you're saying the right things, and that they're not, because I might say something and someone I think is coming out a certain way, but it might not come out the right way to someone else. Even through text and stuff, especially through text, you got to be very clear with your words.
You do because there's no emotion in text at all, so it's just all words, but. Yeah, no, those are all very valuable lessons. Even just like the
time management, I really do, because it was one time Elijah was like, because nothing's gonna get done until we.
Oh my gosh,
if we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
And bro, I was like, I really was like, wow, you're right. Nothing will get done.
Literally nothing goes if we don't do it.
Because even the people that we had helping us out, working for us a little bit.
At the end of the day, they're just like,
we're
working
for you. If we
weren't
around, they weren't going to do anything for us.
Shoot, I remember many times whenever I used to like work construction, I remember many times if the boss wasn't around and he didn't tell us to do anything, we were just chilling.
Yeah, and even like, I say like car sales kind of taught me it, because it did. It was like, oh, well, if I'm going to be here all day, I might as well try to talk to a customer that walks in, text a couple customers. There's no point to be there and just hang around with friends. Well, there's no one our age except Elisha, but still, there's no point to like hang around and do nothing, because if not, nothing gets done.
Nothing gets done,
yeah. And then, but now with the NFTs, it was our own thing, and so it was like, gosh, we want to make sure this is successful.
Yeah. We want to make sure this is, and we did, like, it's funny because whenever we did sell cars, we would like 7:30 rolls, like say we get off at 8, 7:30 rolls around. Hey, we might be chilling for the last 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We might be.
There's no chilling for the last 30 minutes.
There's no chilling at the last 30 minutes here. It's just, it's always, there's always something to do, and there's always. I mean, we're 12 hours, 13, 14 hours.
But, we even in the car business, we're working 12, 13, 14 hours.
Different, though. It's different.
Well, not 12. It felt like 12.
13, it wasn't.
But they could be like 12 hours some days.
It was very rare, though.
Yeah, it was very rare, but, I mean, you still did have those days. I mean, I don't know how you felt about selling cars. I kind of vaguely know, but I actually really did like that job. It was fun.
It's fun. Car sales is fun. Any sales is fun when you're selling. You know what I mean?
I didn't have fun with it like I had fun with this project. That's another thing it taught me. It's like that saying where they're always saying, "Oh, do what you really want to do, and you'll never work a day in your life." Mm-hmm. Like I really felt that with this project. I would have to say.
Yeah.
It's like we're working all the time, but
it's fun though.
Yeah, I like sitting down and like thinking of things that we can do, and like every decision on which we wanted to take it.
At the end of the day, it's our decision.
Yeah, even though some of those days sitting down just thinking about them were like stressful.
No, very, very stressful.
They were good problems to have. Then they were always good problems to have. Every problem that came, I was like, we get to have these problems.
Dude, you said that to me one day, and you said these are the good problems to have, and then like when you start like kind of adopting that mentality more, like like I remember one day we had a massive influx of whitelists. And then you were like, these are the good problems to have. Yeah. And I was like, hell yeah, you're right. But like I was like really stressing about it though. Like I was like, I don't know how we're gonna like get it all under control.
Kind of how some lady in that video, we heard a video, I heard it recently, but once you can start hiring your replacement, once you're able to,
you're able to hire your weakness.
Yeah, because I was like, we had so much on our hand that we could do it. We just couldn't allocate our time. And that's another thing that it taught me, I guess. Just
what? to hire other people?
Yeah, like hire other people that. Well, I guess I kind of already brought that up, but like.
Yeah, just a little bit. But it was a great experience overall, though.
Yeah, no,
it was a really. If you guys haven't dropped an NFT project, drop one. You'll learn a lot.
I mean, going back, or one of the things I think about too that they taught us, or not taught me, or not really taught me, but it was like. Over the course of like my very young years, like it made me like start connecting these dots to a lot of it. Since like we got into NFTs, it like made us get a lot deeper into crypto, and it made me start thinking like a lot bigger of like how this world really actually is changing. It really like we are,
and how it really operates.
Yeah, too. I feel like we were already kind of like peeking behind the curtain. We're kind of like this. And then doing the NFT project, it was like, whoa, where'd the curtain go? Oh, whoa, what's back here?
Yeah,
it was like a whole nother world.
I remember definitely a couple, like, I really remember a couple nights where, like, we were, like, doing some digging on some things, and then, like,
oh, man.
The digging that we found, it almost left us speechless.
Oh, no, it did leave us speechless.
And, like, I remember you, like, went straight to your room, and I went straight to my room after, like, and I was just, like, really deep in thought. Like, there was many nights like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of, but that night specifically, because we had just found some stuff. We were like, oh wait, this isn't real.
Yeah.
Then what is real? It was one of those big moments where like, what is real?
Yeah.
But looking back, I'm like, wow, I'm actually kind of like glad that we did all that, because now I'll look at things differently. Like when I see a post or something, I'll be like, is that real?
Is that real? No, yeah. You gotta almost question everything.
Almost question everything. But I think one of the things that I'm also really grateful for, I feel like I've heard it before, that entrepreneur bug. It really gave me that bug.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because I feel like I don't want to go back to work and just.
I don't either.
Even though I love doing what I was doing before, then like if I have to, it'd be fine. But I would do everything to avoid going back. I want to keep doing this. I love creating.
It's sick, yeah.
And that's what I'm like. Oh shoot, maybe the world is changing. Because
I think the world is changing, and there will be more jobs like this. And there already are more jobs like this. Like, like. You could stay home and be an Instagram influencer, and
people already are.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like
specifically Instagram.
It's just more common now, though. Like a couple years ago, Instagram influencers way less common.
Yeah, because even just doing this now, because the NFT project, that was hard to explain to my family, like what it NFT. Bro. Even just the simple what is an NFT was hard to explain. So to explain to them that I'm quitting my job that I was doing very well at.
I remember, dude. NFTs in general are very hard to explain to somebody. Like, I remember whenever we were first starting, bro, and I know we're really bouncing around all over the place. Just my thoughts.
Those are just thoughts that come out of our heads.
Thoughts that we're not so Degen.
That's the whole point of the podcast. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I remember when we were first starting, and like we were like, should we focus on like people that are already in the space? Should we focus on or should we try to bring new people into the space, or should we just focus on the people that are already there? And then we really got sat down, and we were really struggling with the whole idea, and we were like, no, dude, we should focus with the people that are already in NFTs, because let's be real, explaining it to NFTs to somebody is so tough. Yeah. It's not easy.
I remember when we first started, I was like, oh yeah, this is my project. Of course I want to show the whole world. But I would post about it on my social media. People were like, what's that? What's an NFT? And then I was like, you know what? Going back to my time is money, I was like, I don't have time to sit here and explain
it to everybody.
So I kind of stopped posting about it a lot. But just having to explain to my family, I was like, what NFTs are in general. And having to explain to them that I'm quitting my job to do this now.
Bro, I remember my dad, he was like, so how long do you think you're going to do this, son? I said, well, hopefully I don't have to go back to work.
Yeah, I was like, the goal is not to have to go back to work.
I remember him saying that, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't know why else I would have quit, I don't plan on going back to work.
That's the whole goal. If we wouldn't have to go back to work in a regular job, that'd be great. But, gosh, what were you saying before this?
What was I saying? I forgot
too.
I feel like that's a good spot to pin it up at. We appreciate you guys watching Not So Degen. Like, subscribe, drop a comment down below if you want to see us talk about anything in specific. And remember, stay Degen, my friends. You didn't try it with me. It's okay.
I know. I was like, I'm not even gonna try it. We'll get it on the next one.
We'll get it on the next run. All right. Peace.